Hi, everybody. Okay, so today we are going to play Rolling Realms. And there's been a couple different versions printed. It looks like there's going to always be different and new versions printed. And so last time we played version 3, and I know that there's a whole bunch of different ones. I printed off version 7 today, so I'll be playing version 7. But whatever version you have printed off, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, if you have that, doesn't really matter. Just go ahead and print off and play with us. We'll then get to kind of see what the different versions do, and if you have a better score playing with a completely different version. So anyway, go ahead and follow along, and they're almost the same. There's a couple big differences between some of the scoring things, and so I'll kind of explain those as we get to them. But this is a roll and write game, and so if you want to play with us on like printing it off and then play it a couple times as a family after that, that'd be fine too. I put it inside of a transparency sheet for me, so that way I can use a dry erase marker and reuse the same sheet over and over, mainly because we're kind of low on ink. So, and right now it doesn't seem to be the best time to go and buy ink. So, here's what we have. Today, I thought possibly we could try to go from the bottom and up. And so all you do is you pick 3 different ones. So if you're going to play as a family or friends at home or over Zoom or something later, what you're going to do is you're going to pick out 3 different realms to be your first realms that you play in. Yeah. So you're going to pick out 3 different realms to play in to be your first realms, and then another 3 to be your second set, and another 3, the last 3 will be your last set. And so I thought today we would do 1, 1, 1, and then we'll do this as 2, 2, and 2. And then this will obviously be our third set. Now, it doesn't really matter. You don't have to go horizontally, vertically. However, I just find it easiest to, as I explain to people or explain to you guys how to play it, to do it in these rows. But you could really just pick a random 3. You could be like, we're going to do Charterstone, Wingspan, Euphoria first, and then Between Two Cities, and Scythe. And then you could, So you can mix and match however you want. And that's how we're going to play. Today, also, I'm going to roll the dice differently. After I roll the dice into here, I will place them off to the side. And so as the game goes on, you're going to be able to see the different dice. You should be able to backtrack then later and sort of see all the dice rolls that have gone. The whole first turn is going to be these green dice. Second turn will be yellow. And then the third and final round, it will be the red dice. Thankfully, we have a whole bunch of games that have tons of different colored dice in, and so we were able to just grab some out of what we had. But you don't have to have multiple dice. If you just have a game of backgammon laying around, or really Monopoly, anything with 2 D6s, with 2 6-sided dice, you can play this at home without it. I just thought this would be simpler than listing the dice rolls later. Okay, so
and we do have the French rules and the French sheet in the description.
Okay.
And for the English.
So we have in the description the print and play versions of this. And so if you'd like to play with us, go ahead and play along live. Otherwise, we're going to post the video after, and you can kind of play at your leisure as you go along, and we play. And this is more of a walkthrough then and a playthrough. And then we encourage you to play by yourself or with other people later on. And we also have, nous avons aussi le règle en français aussi dans la description sur la vidéo, ou avec la vidéo. Nous avons la feuille avec le français aussi. Tu peux emprunter la version 7 aussi et jouer avec nous. Ça, je pense la version 7 et la version 3 est en français. Donc, tu peux utiliser la version français. et toute l'explication est en français aussi. So for everybody, most of it is written as to what we're going to do. So like I said, we're going to play in Charterstone, My Little Scythe, and Viticulture as our first three worlds. Nous avons utilisé Charterstone, My Little Scythe, et Viticulture. So in Charterstone, when we roll, well, I'll go over the basic rules for anybody who didn't see last week's. We're going to roll these dice, and this will just be our first roll. We're going to roll them out. We have a 5 and a 3. And now what we have to do is we have to use the 5 and the 3 somewhere in our three worlds. Nous avons utilisé le 2D ici, le 5 et le 3, n'importe quel U. Nous allons utiliser le dé, mais tu dois utiliser le dé dans le 3 monde ici, the three worlds here. You have to use them in one of these three worlds that we're currently using. So I'll explain how we can use them, and also you can only use one dice in each world. Obviously you have three worlds, you have 2 dice. I'm just saying you can't use them both in the same world unless if the world specifically says that you can use them both in the same world. Tu ne peux pas utiliser le 2D dans le même espace, tu dois utiliser le 2D en le différents espaces. Ou si le monde a expliqué, tu peux utiliser le dé dans le même monde, c'est bon, mais en tout cas, tu dois utiliser 2 différents. So, like in Charterstone, well, let's explain My Little Scythe is probably going to be the easiest to explain. My Little Scythe, if you were to use the 3 or the 5, you would just check off the 3 here, or the 5 here, or the 5 here. It doesn't really matter which one you do. Depends on your own strategies. And let's just go ahead and, let's say I do the 5 here. I would then check off that I have 1 pumpkin that I can use. So, par exemple, j'ai marqué le 5 dans le citrouille et j'ai marqué le citrouille ici. Donc, plus tard, après, je peux utiliser le citrouille pour quelque chose. So after, I can use the pumpkins and the hearts and the money for things on the side. So you can read through what those are, and they're pretty self-explanatory once you kind of get them. Basically, the pumpkins are going to help you change the dice. The citrouille aide pour le change le numéro sur le dé. The hearts allow you to reuse dice. Le cœur est pour utiliser pour utiliser un autre dé ou un dé encore. And the money symbols allow you to do a couple different things. I haven't actually used the 7 one yet, but you can use just the money to check off to use as a third die. So anytime you are to use a third dice, it obviously has to go in the world that you haven't already used it in. Si tu utilises le coin ou le cœur pour utiliser un autre dé, tu dois utiliser le 3e dé dans un autre monde, pas le même monde que tu déjà utilisé. So I did that, I got that, and then the 3, I can't put here. Je peux pas le placer le 3 ici parce que j'ai déjà utilisé une chose dans cette monde. So I have to use it in a different world. Now, Viticulture allows me, if I check off the 3, I'll get a heart. Viticulture is one that allows me to add the dice together to make something else. Well, this is only going to be an 8. If I can add the dice together to make a 10, I'm going to get stars. Now, stars are how you're going to win. So the person with the most stars at the end of the game wins. La personne avec le plusieurs des étoiles, c'est gagné. Donc, tu voudrais des étoiles. Pour des étoiles dans cet monde, tu dois ajouter le dé, comme 5 plus 3 et 8, mais pas 8 ici. Donc, mais si tu roulais le 5 et un autre 5, tu peux utiliser pour le 10 et marquer les 10 et gagner 12 étoiles. So you could roll 2 5s and you could mark the 10 and get 2 stars. So that's how you get stars in that one. How you get stars in My Little Scythe is by collecting as many pumpkins and hearts as you can. Tu gagnes des étoiles dans My Little Scythe quand tu gagnes le plus cœur ou le plus citrouille dans les 3 mondes. And Charterstone, the last one that I'll explain, when you do Charterstone, so I'm actually going to put it in Charterstone just to show you. So I'm going to do the 3 here, and that's going to get me a heart. J'ai pris 3 avec mon 3. Okay, and then what you do after that is, so I use the 3, j'ai utilisé le 3, et je place le 5. I have to place a 5 in this area. Now, the next time, it looks here, the rule changes looks as if I can get a whole bunch of 5s on here, I can trigger these all at once. But when I roll a 5 again, if I choose, I can cross off the 5 and put a star down here. So, j'ai pu marquer la prochaine fois que je roule le 5, je peux marquer le 5 et gagner des étoiles. Mais je pense que je peux gagner tout le 5. Mais I'll explain, I think, when we get to it. So far I have used the 3 and the 5, or the 5 and the 3. And that's how this works. So I haven't actually used the 5 here. This is just to mark that that's what came up on that roll. So now we'll move on to the next roll. So we'll place these right here. For you guys at home, you can mark the dice numbers right here as we go along. And the round ends once we have filled in all of these. Tu peux marquer le numéro de le dé ici dans le petit boîte. Et après toute la boîte est pleine, le round est fini. So that was a 5 and a 3. Okay. So the next round. We have a 1 and a 6. Nous avons 1 et 6. So go ahead and choose where you'd like to place those. And I'll kind of walk through my turn after I place mine. But you go ahead and just place it. All right, so I took mine. I decided, and again, you don't have to copy what I do. I took the 6 for the heart. Je prends le 6 pour le cœur, et non, le 1 pour le cœur, et le 6 pour la monnaie, coin, or whatever you want to call these little symbols. And I marked it off there that I have them to use. Now, if you ever use them, I just make an X the other direction to show that I've used those. Si tu veux utiliser le citrouille ou le cœur ou le coin, tu peux marquer l'autre direction, marquer un X to show that you've used it. Okay. So that was that round. So we'll put it down here. And we'll go on to the next one. So these will actually go a little bit faster. And again, go ahead and watch here, fill in as need be. We have a 6 and a 5. Nous avons un 6 et un 5. Again, you can use it in 2 different worlds. For me, for instance, I use it both in viticulture to get the 11. Je place le 5 et le 6 et ajouter le 2 ensemble pour un 11. Et après, j'ai marqué le 11, j'ai gagné 12 étoiles. So after I marked the 11, I was able to get 2 stars. 5 and 6. And I'll put these together right here. So hopefully, go up a little bit more to save room. Okay. So hopefully you can keep seeing those and seeing kind of what's going on. We'll do the next round. We have another 5 and a 6. And all right. So just to point out what I did here on Charterstone with what the new rules look like they are asking or saying that we can do is I put the 6 here and was able to mark the 5. And so now I have 2 5s. So the next time I get a 5, I could get stars for all the 5s. The point of this row is to get, I think, combos. So if you could get a whole bunch of 5s all at one time, it would save you time on getting those stars. So I'm going to try that out and see how it works out. All right. That was that one. 5 and 6. Okay, next roll. We have doubles. So we have 2 2s. Okay. So I'll stop kind of walking through my turns now, and I did the 2 2s. I'm going to set them over here. Go ahead, fill in. After the video has played, if you want to continue just playing along, then you could pause it in between. We have 2 1s for our next. Nous avons un and un autre un. All right. So think through what your turns might be, what you might want. If you have any questions, si tu as la question, tu peux place ou demander la question sur le comment de la video. If you have any questions, you can just leave a comment in the video. And Michelle is monitoring those, so she can hopefully tell me what those questions are, and I can answer it. Okay, we are getting a lot of doubles. So we have 2 6s now. All right, that was 2 6s. We'll put them up here. They kind of keep fitting with our 2. Okay, let's hope for not doubles again. Okay, we have a 5 and a 3. All right, so I'll just show you kind of what I did with Charterstone. I decided not to wait on it any longer, and so I took the 5, and so it says that I can mark off all 5s that are here, I believe, all creates matching the die. So yeah, so I used the 5 to mark off both 5s at the same time. I was thinking of making another one, but it's actually on there a 3 anyway. So I did that, so I was able to get the 2 stars from that one. And so just mark off the stars as you go along. The only one you won't know is the My Little Scythe until the end of the game. Okay. Up there. Okay, this is the last roll of the turn of this particular game, and then we'll add things up, and then we'll move on to the next round of the game. So we have a 1 and a 3. Not going to be able to get what I want. Okay. Let's see here. A 1. That. And okay. I'm just having a hard time thinking. So I did a 1, and I guess I'll do a 3 here. Okay. And if you have any pumpkins or hearts to spend, they don't carry on through to the next round. So just to think through if something's going to be strategically beneficial for you. Okay, so that is the end of that round. It was a 1 and a 3. Okay, now all you're going to do is you're going to total up your stars. And so, what? Oh, sorry. Okay, so you're going to total up your stars. In this case, in Charterstone, I have 2 stars. And in Viticulture, I have 4 stars. Now, in my little scythe, I have to add up how many pumpkins and how many hearts I have. And that's going to help me understand how many points I get for those. So for pumpkins, I have 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7. So I'm going to get 2 stars for my pumpkins. So I'll cross that off. And for my hearts, I have 7. Now, you count ones that you have used. Tu dois compter le citrouille et le cœur pour my little scythe pour trouver des étoiles que tu gagnais. Tu dois compter des étoiles ou des citrouilles et des cœurs. Et après, tu gagnais le numéro que cette carte dit. So you win however many these say that you win. So for my hearts, I have 6, and so I fit into the second realm again, so I will get another 2 stars from that one. So together here, it looks like I have 10 stars total. Okay. So that is the end of that turn. I have 10. And now we'll go on to the next round. And like I said, I'm going to do yellow dice now for the next round. And the next round is going to be this next one up for our case and scenario. It'll be the next one up. So, okay. So for Scythe, it's pretty easy. You can use 1 or 2 dice in this one. Tu peux utiliser un dé ou 2 dés dans cet espace. You just choose which one you want. So if you roll a 1, you could choose to just take the coin. Si tu roulais le 1, tu peux gagner le coin. Mais si tu roulais le 4, tu peux gagner des étoiles. So if you roll a 4, you could check off the 4 and take a star. But in this particular one, you could check off both on the same round if you rolled them. So if we roll a 1 and a 4, si je roulais le 1 et le 4, you can take both rewards. So you can cross off the coin and the star and take them both on that one round. For Wingspan, you have to add these totals together. So for Wingspan, if I roll a 1, for instance, par exemple, si je roulais un 1, je peux placer le 1 dans le citrouille ici. Et après, passive, j'ai roulé le 2. J'ai pu gagner le coin et marquer le coin. Et après, j'ai roulé le 4. Je place le 4 ici. So if I were to roll a 1, I would mark that I got a pumpkin. If I rolled and then later maybe I rolled a 2, I can mark that I got a coin. And then later I could roll a 4. And once I have rolled that, as long as all the dice add up to 7, I will also win stars. So you win 2 stars for each of these ones that you complete. You have to have 3 dice in this section to complete it, and the total has to add up to what it says. Tu dois utiliser le 3D pour gagner des étoiles ici, mais le dé doit add up to, ajouter, possibly, de le somme ici, 7 ou 12 ou 16, mais tu dois utiliser 3 dés pour cette chose. So you have to use 3 dice in these area to be able to get these numbers. So that's how you get the stars in that one and the bonuses. And the last one is between 2 castles. So in between 2 castles, you're going to be building these castles up from the bottom. And so what you'll do is you can place a number here once you have filled a row. Once you've filled a row, you will win a star. The doors count as a marked off area, so you don't have to fill those. Quand tu remplis le petit boîte ici, tu gagnes des étoiles, mais le boîte doit, the row, le horizontal, tu gagnes des étoiles. Mais quand tu finis le chose verticale, tu gagnes l'autre chose, comme le citrique ou autre chose ici. So once you fill the column, you'll win the pumpkin or the heart or the other things over here. So that's bottom up. How you fill them, though, is that you have to have a bigger number on top and a smaller number above it. For example, you'd have to have, if you did a 5, the next number above it could be a 4 or a 3 or a 2 or a 1, but it could not be a 6. So if you were to put a 1 here, you'd never be able to build anything up. Tu dois construire cet château avec le dé le plus haut, mais après le dé doit, le numéro de dé doit être sur l'autre dé, comme 6 et après 5, ou 4 et après 2 et après 1, par exemple. Okay, so that's how those work, and we will just start rolling for them. Okay, so our first roll is a 4 and a 6. Okay. And you can read them. They do say that you can use more than one. So one dice. So avec scythe, tu peux utiliser 2 dés. Avec wingspan, juste un dé pour tour. You can use only 1 dice per turn. Scythe, you could use up to 2 dice per turn. And between 2 cities, you can use 2 dice, but they have to be in different castles. Tu peux utiliser 2 dés dans le même tour, mais tu dois utiliser le 2 dans un château différent. Okay, so that was the first. I'll just place that here. Next one. We have another 4 and a 6. Okay. And like I said, I'll probably kind of go fast, but like I said, I'll keep placing them over here, and you can just keep following along with your own pace. So the next round is another 4 and a 6. This is a crazy dice tower. It's
Well, you can't even say it's because you rolled the same dice over and over because they're separate.
yeah, exactly. Okay, so 4 and a 6.
I mean, what are the chances of that? I think somebody should tell us in the comments.
All right. Okay, so I'll place that over here. So we have 4, 6, 4, 6, 4, 6, and oh, we have 2 6s now. That's better. All right. So again, mark wherever you deem that it would work best for you, and I'll keep just kind of rolling, and you can keep seeing. So we have a 5 and a 2. It looks like we broke our 4 and 6 rolls. 2 and a 5. All right. Going to the next one. We have doubles. We have 3 and a 3. Okay. There's that one. All right, next dice. Back to 4 and 6 because that just makes sense. 4 and 6. All right. Do another roll. So we're actually going through this round a lot faster. So we have a 5 and a 2. 5 and a 2. Okay, and we have one last roll. So we'll see what that is. It is a 1 and a 6. And let's see. One here. There. Okay. Okay, and that is the end of that round. So go ahead and total everything up. I'll show you mine as I went through. I actually got quite a bit in Scythe this time. So I got 5 there, and I filled all my castles in between 2 cities, so I got 6 there. I did not, however, get anything worthwhile in Wingspan, unfortunately, because Wingspan is an awesome game. But did not get anything there except for little awards that I used to help me get the other one. So score or total your scores together, and we'll see where everybody's at. Okay, and that is the end of that particular round. And now, so as we are figuring out that, I'll go on to explaining the top row that we're going to work with. Okay, so the last one is going to be using Tapestry, Between Two Cities, and Euphoria. And so how they work to get points is a little bit different than the rest of them. So we'll start with Well, I'll kind of start with between two cities first. Between two cities, what you do is once you have filled a row or a column, quand tu remplis un row or column, tu gagnes la chose comme bingo or tic-tac-toe. So you'll win the things like in bingo or tic-tac-toe as long as it's within that stretch. So if you went this whole column here, you would get 2 pumpkins. Si tu remplis la chose ici, tu gagnes 2 citrouilles. So in the same the other way. C'est la même l'autre direction aussi. So that's how you're going to get awards. Now, how you're going to get stars, pour gagner des étoiles, tu gagnes la même étoile que tu gagnais dans l'autre monde, l'autre place, mais la plus basse. So you will win the stars that you won from the lowest of your other two. So if I won, for example, if I won 3 in Euphoria, but only 1 in Tapestry, between two cities would win 1 star. Par exemple, si j'ai gagné 3 étoiles dans Euphoria et juste 1 étoile dans Tapestry, j'ai gagné juste 1 étoile dans Between Two Cities parce que j'ai juste gagné 1 étoile ici. So that's how Between Two Cities works. Let's do Tapestry next. It's kind of like a puzzle. So with Tapestry, as we roll, you're going to use these little Tetris pieces and place them covering up the spaces. Once you have filled a space, you'll win that award. Tu dois utiliser la pièce ici, comme le 1, 3, 5, 6. Et après, tu places comme le puzzle ici. Et tu gagnes la chose que tu plaines, le petit boîte que tu plaines. So you'll win. So if you filled in this whole area where this pumpkin is, you would win the pumpkin. Si tu remplis le bois avec le citrouille, tu gagnes le citrouille. But once you have filled an entire double wide section, either direction, just like in Between Two Cities, either up, down, left or right, you will win stars from those. Tu gagnes des étoiles pour remplir la chose horizontale ou verticale. Juste le 3 grands bois ici. So once you fill the 3 boxes here or the 3 big boxes here, you'll win the stars. For Euphoria, this one's a math puzzle. And so what you have to do is when you place a 1, let's say you place a 1 right here, you'll get this coin. Si tu prends le 1 ici, tu gagnes le coin. Mais tu gagnes aussi la somme de le numéro que tu déjà gagné ou déjà marqué. Donc 1 plus 0 est 1, donc tu gagnes un coin ou une citrouille. So what you do is you add together just a section. So you would win this coin by marking off the 1, but then you'd also add anything else that you've marked off. So if you have this 1 plus 0, because you don't have anything else marked off, you'll also win a coin or another pumpkin, one or the other. When you get to the 4 through 8, so say you mark off this one next, now you would win, par exemple, si tu marquais le 3, pendant ton prochain tour, tu gagnais un coin encore, mais tu ajoutais le 2 pour la somme, le 1 plus 3 et 4, donc tu gagnais une étoile aussi. So you would just add these together. So 1 plus 3 equals 4, so you would win a star. So you'd mark a star here. And then the same over here. So these sections are different, and so you would add up their sums differently from each other. And it looks like, I'm going to make sure. Yes, you can use 2 dice in this one. Tu peux utiliser 2 dés, mais un dé dans différentes choses. If a pair is rolled. Donc, tu dois rouler le 2-1 ou 2-2 ou 2-3 et après tu marques le 2, le 3 ici et le 3 ici, par exemple. So you can use 2 dice, but they have to be doubles, and you'd use 1 here and 1 here. Yeah, the other 2 don't let you use 2 dice. So these ones are normal rules. This one allows you to use both. Okay, so we'll play the very last round. And we'll use the red dice now, and I'll just keep marking them over there. Okay, so we have a 4 and a 3. Okay, and I'll just show this one just because these work a little differently. Yeah, so I used my 4 right here. I got a coin. J'ai utilisé le 4 ici et j'ai gagné un coin. Et j'ai ajouté ou add le numéro 4 plus 0 et 4. So 4 plus nothing else on here is 4. So I got 1 star as well. So I check off the star. Over here, I used a 3. And so the 3 got me this little shape. J'ai pu utiliser le shape ici avec les 3 petits bois. Et tu peux tourner et pour placer wherever you want, n'importe quel. So it doesn't matter where I put this, but you can turn these boxes wherever you need them to be. So this is an angle this way, and I place it this way using the 3. But by doing that, I also forgot I won something. I won a heart. So I put a heart there. Okay. That's that round. Next round. We have a 4 and a 2. All right. And I probably won't show the rest of my moves here on out unless if, just since you can kind of just keep it secret what you're sort of building as you go along. Move on to the next round. So this one is going to be a 6 and a 2. All right. And that gets me that. And that one got me that. All right. And I hope you guys can still see all 3 dice. Looks like you can. Okay. Move on to the next row. We have a 5 and a 2 to use this time. And a 2. Okay. So that's that one. Next round. Oh, we have 2 5s. So anything that uses doubles, you can use this in that section now if you choose to. Two fives. Let's see, where else do I want to place that? I think I'll go there. Okay. All right, so that was two fives. Next round, two sixes. 6, 6. I'm going to use that one here. The one over there. Another coin. All right. Okay, so that was two sixes. The next round, we have a 6 and a 4. 6 and 4. And I think all right. So we have two more rounds. Put that up, put this over. We have a 4 and a 5. 4 and a 5. I'll wait on that. Okay. And then one last round. Sorry, I was thinking a lot. Okay, so we have a 4 and a 3. This is the last round. So after this, you can go ahead and total up your final points and for this round, and then you add all 3 rounds together, and then we see who won. So 4 and 3. There. That and another heart. And 4 and so that would be 1. Let's bring another. Okay. All right, so go ahead and add up. This is your final dice roll. Go ahead and add up your total score. And so I'll kind of show you mine really quick. Euphoria, I filled up completely, so I'm going to get 6 there. Tapestry, I got 4. And so that means that for Between Two Cities, I will get 4 because Tapestry was my lowest score. Okay, and let's see here. Okay, so I ended with 35 stars, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I had 22 unused resources. So that is the tiebreaker. If you also ended with 35 stars, then you count up your unused resources that you've had throughout the game, and that is how we define who the winner is. So go ahead and put your score in the comments on the video, and hope to play with you again next week. Hopefully we can keep playing version 7. Otherwise, I'll just have to keep printing off the current version. But like I said, go ahead and play with whatever version you have printed off, and we will just continue seeing how the score differences are between some of the different versions. Other than that, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching later. Thank you for playing. And hope to see you guys all next week. We will start this again Monday through Friday at 10 o'clock on this channel, just playing through different games. And so next Monday, we will go back to playing Welcome To. All right, talk to you all later.